Kathy. Welcome to the Conscious Kitchen. This is Carolyn. She is one of our chefs here, part of our team. We are going to talk about how to use your keto shakes in a different way. We already know that whether you love your creamy chocolate or whether you love your strawberry cheesecake, you're putting it with water, you're putting it with your favorite nut milk, and you're taking that on the go. But one of the things that we struggle with, if you're just new to keto, or Carolyn, you've been doing this
about a year now.
A year.
Yeah.
So one of the things we struggle with is giving up some of our favorite foods, right? Things like donuts. And so Carolyn has actually solved this problem for us. She's come up with recipes that she's going to share with us on how we could incorporate our keto shakes, whatever your favorite flavor might be, right into something like donuts. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience and like what brought you to keto to begin with?
Sure. I mean, really, a big draw to the diet is, of course, weight loss. You know, I mean, who doesn't want to lose a few pounds?
Summer bodies.
Exactly. So, and just overall health, you know, and well-being. And, you know, I just want, you know, to be a healthier version of myself all the time. So
Well,
keto really appealed to me.
And you have kids, right?
I do.
Or a little girl.
Yes, I have a little girl, yes.
And so when you're thinking about, you know, what it is that you're putting into your body, I'm sure it's also, you know, thinking about, well, I have a little girl that I have to take care of, which is kind of twofold because you're also very busy, I imagine.
Exactly, yes.
I'm surprised. Let me check. Yep, I have matching shoes today. Like, we are always on the go. And so we need things like this. I like this idea of donuts that you're bringing us this morning because this is something that I can make ahead, right? And
of course.
store in the freezer,
Yes,
the fridge.
Yes, you could do either one.
Okay.
Yep, so they can freeze for, you know, months, really.
Really?
Yes.
What flavors did you bring us this morning?
So this morning I brought some chocolate
Okay.
and the strawberry.
Okay, so with the strawberry, you did the strawberry cheesecake keto shake?
Yep, they're strawberry, and
And then
one
with the
is
chocolate.
chocolate shake.
Okay,
yes.
so I want to try the strawberry cheesecake. Is that all right?
Of
Because that's
course,
my
try
favorite
it.
flavor. I love strawberry. I like the fruity. So I'm going to go with that. And I imagine the chocolate's probably delicious. Okay, so these have frosting and everything, but just to be clear, they are sugar-free?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they are. It's all keto friendly.
So it's all in the taste test then, because I don't know how you can make sugar-free. Now, when we say sugar-free, we're talking about 0 grams of sugar, is that right?
Yes, 0 grams of sugar. No sugar added to these.
Even the frosting?
Even the frosting. Yes.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just taste it and then see where I'll be the judge of that.
Let me
Let's
know
see.
what you think.
First of all, this is like a little cake donut.
Yes. Yes.
Which we know are super trendy. You made this in your kitchen.
I did. They have
Wow.
those adorable donut cake fans that you've probably seen everywhere.
Yeah.
And they make making donuts so easy. You don't have to like worry about burning yourself, heating up a vat of oil
Yeah.
and, you know, using little tongs to make the donuts. You make these in your oven, just like you'd make a cake or brownies or anything else.
And then, okay, so you took, in this case, since I'm trying the strawberry cheesecake, you took the strawberry cheesecake keto shake and you used that to flavor
Yes.
this donut.
Are you getting that strawberry flavor?
I actually do get the
Yeah.
strawberry flavor. And what about with the frosting here? How do you do that?
So the frosting, the chocolate is a ganache. So this is a great thing about keto is you can do ganache because it's really heavy cream, which is keto friendly.
Okay.
And they have some wonderful keto friendly chocolates. So you would just heat the heavy cream, pour it over some keto friendly chocolate, and let it melt. Whisk it up, and you just dip those little donuts in there, and it creates a perfect chocolate glaze.
I have a feeling if I made these at home, they probably wouldn't be as pretty as our Conscious Kitchen chef here. Do you share these with the kids? Do they like them?
Yes,
I like
my
them.
daughter and her friends love them.
They're really
They enjoy
tasty.
a lot of the tasty keto treats that I make, and that is the true test, guys. Like when your kids will eat them, then you know you did something good.
And you know what I like about these too? Typically when you have a donut, you think about having it in the morning with a cup of coffee, right? Or you're dipping it into something. These are actually moist. Like I don't feel that I need that. I don't feel that I need that little bit of coffee or whatever to go along with it. But to be clear, if I wanted a cup of coffee, say this was gonna be my little morning breakfast or mid-afternoon snack, can I use my creamy chocolate maybe and make a little like mocha
yes,
coffee?
Of course you can.
So now you can have your coffee and
The
donuts.
chocolate makes some awesome coffee drinks.
And what I like is that, you know, again, when we think about keto, when we think about shakes, we know what to do with a shake, right? This is not a new concept. We know that you can put it with water. We know that you can put it with your nut milk, but we may not know how to make a donut or how to make some of the other recipes that Carolyn brings us here. And when I have this donut, like, am I gonna go off keto now? Or I'm staying on keto?
This is 100% keto, all keto ingredients.
Okay.
And, that's what's great about the Conscious Keto Shake is that it's the cleanest shake out there, and you can feel good about eating donuts for breakfast. I mean, that's the best thing.
Sometimes we have cravings, right? I mean, we can't help it, especially if you're used to eating a certain way now and you're just getting started, or maybe you've been doing it for a little bit, but those cravings still come back because we remember those favorite foods, and we're like, well, how do we incorporate that without derailing everything that we've been working so hard to do? And that's where Conscious Kitchen comes in. They're basically your shortcut, your assistant, the one that you've been begging for but didn't realize that you can have, and they do it in a really clean way. So in the case of these donuts, in the case of the shakes, they're 100% clean. There's no sugars. There's all these premium ingredients, which we will talk about. And actually, the nutritional information is all online as well, so you'll have no trouble finding that. The only thing you have to do is decide your favorite flavor, right? So we have like the creamy chocolate. We have the strawberry cheesecake. Do you have a favorite?
It's really hard to choose.
Okay.
It depends on what I'm making, because I of course love to bake with them.
Okay.
They're both really great. It's funny because I didn't think that I was as much of a strawberry fan as I actually am after using this shake. I actually love the strawberry.
Well, you know why? Because when you think of strawberries sometimes, and you're not buying them in season at the grocery store, they taste like a little bland. And so sometimes we get like this, well, I don't really like strawberry.
Right.
But when you're having it in that moment that it's sweet and you're using like the most premium ingredients, then it really comes across. And what I like about this donut here is it looks like a vanilla, but it tastes like that strawberry cheesecake. It's just faint.
It's just enough. It's
just
subtle,
enough.
But it's really sweet, and you get that strawberry flavor.
And I like that it's sweet, but it's not. If you've ever had those cookies with like the sugary icing glaze that it's almost nauseating, it's almost too sweet, this is not that.
Right.
It's like the perfect balance. And what I like too is, Carolyn, again, is teaching us ways that we could incorporate this into our everyday lives. How long did it take you to make these donuts?
Well, these probably take maybe 10 to 15 minutes of prep.
What? You said how long?
10 to 15, and it's very simple.
My makeup doesn't take 10 to 15
not
minutes.
Not a lot of ingredients. I think it's maybe like 5 ingredients tops. I try, I keep in mind that people are busy when I create these recipes, so I really want to make this easy for people. Because I could show you how to make a cake or something that will take you 2 hours. But, I mean, who wants that?
Thank you
really?
for
So,
saving me from that.
I try to make it quick and easy. People are busy,
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of time in the kitchen.
10 to 15 minutes is something that I could incorporate. And if I needed it to be like less than a minute, well then that's where you run to the shake, right? You throw it with some water, you mix it up with some milk.
So great. It's really versatile. You can use it in a recipe, or you can just grab and go.
And you have a lot of recipes for us. We have the donuts here, the chocolate and the strawberry. Again, you have the strawberry cheesecake flavor, and you have the creamy chocolate. And creamy is in that name of chocolate for a reason, okay? It's intentional because of how chocolatey and rich it comes across. It's all pure cacao. And then, of course, in the strawberry, you get that really nice strawberry flavor. But in either one that you choose, there's no sugar in this. We're gonna talk about those premium ingredients. The nutritionals are all online. And the one thing that we are doing for you today, because we have limited inventory here, but because you're watching us and you took the time out of your day to join us in the Conscious Kitchen, we are giving you a 10% discount code. So if you type in WELCOME10 when you click the link below, you'll get that information, you'll get the 10% off, and that might be an opportunity if you're like Carolyn, who likes to bake things that are different flavors. Maybe you're in that chocolate mood. Maybe you're in that strawberry mood. Maybe somebody else in your household has a different palate than you do. Then take advantage of that 10% off, and stock up on your choices, right? You can pick up a couple chocolates, a couple strawberries. In your home, how long does one of these last?
It's about a month.
Okay, month supply.
Yeah. A month supply.
And that's if you're using it like with
daily.
a shake every day?
Yeah,
okay.
It's like a daily use.
And how many scoops did you use in like a batch of these donuts?
I think for both strawberry and chocolate, I think 2 scoops.
Oh, that's not.
2 scoops.
So it's not like you have to use the whole thing.
No, and it makes 6 donuts, and I mean you can adjust too, to your taste. So if you wanted to do 1 scoop, you could probably balance that out too.
Right. And you know what? Carolyn took the time to find a way to give us the keto frostings and the keto toppings with unsweetened coconut and things like that, and you can do that in your home too. But if you just wanted to do something really quick, I mean, the flavor of the donut, it doesn't need all that frosting if you don't want it to, because this amazingly is sweet enough, but again, with those 0 grams of sugar, because it's 100% clean, 100% keto. You could have your donuts or whatever other recipe it is that you're following from Carolyn, and not get derailed from your diet, because we realize it can be restrictive when you're just getting started and you may not know where to start, and if you're not doing it right, you're not going to be happy with the results, right? So if you try the Conscious Keto shakes as maybe that's your introduction, or maybe that's your shortcut throughout the day. Carolyn's a mom, she's on the go. We're all on the go. I mean, I'm surprised I get a meal in the day, and so that's, if you're like us, and you're just constantly running, you may not even get a lunch break at work, or maybe if you do, you're in the middle of a really busy project and you just can't fit in that time. This is a way to do that. Maybe just on your drive to work, you're taking that shake with you, and then when you have 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, you can make something as easy as the strawberry cheesecake donuts or the creamy chocolate donuts, which is really just personal preference.
And when you have that little window of time, I recommend making like a double batch or something. Throw them in your freezer. Then you have them, I mean, because like you said, like everybody knows you can make these delicious shakes, which is great. But sometimes don't you want to just eat something? Like sometimes you just want a little treat, like a donut or a brownie or something.
Right.
You make fantastic brownies too.
And like the shakes that are so quick and easy to grab on the go, this like fits right into that theme, right? Because this is another thing, I could grab it. Yeah, I don't need a fork.
Put it in a little baggie, take it to work. And if you're pressed for time, there's your lunch.
Okay.
Or there's a snack.
Right.
You have with your coffee.
Or the little dessert. I have such a sweet tooth. When I eat anything, it doesn't matter if it's a salad, it doesn't matter if it's an egg in the morning, I need a bite of something sweet. I'm addicted. It's intended to be addictive, right? Sugar is addictive. But here's a way that I can still get that little taste without feeling guilty. And that guilt is the worst part. So again, we have the strawberry cheesecake flavor, we have the creamy chocolate flavor, and because you were able to join us today, you use the Welcome10 code, that's your promo code. Click the link below and claim your supply and claim your favorite flavor. Don't be afraid, as Carolyn had mentioned, to stock up if you want 2 of the strawberry, or maybe 1 chocolate, 1 strawberry, whatever it might be, so that you can make these recipes and then you don't have to wait until it arrives, right? It's just sitting in your cabinet. Well, Carolyn, thank you so much for bringing us these donuts this morning. I'm going to take this, if that's all right. Let me just
go for it.
Actually, no, you can have that. I'll take this, okay? All right, thank you.